Have you ever heard of Feng Shan? No. Don't worry, most people haven't. But this ordinary gatekeeper, tasked with nothing more than guarding a city entrance, became the unlikely hero of a desperate siege, holding back an entire army all by himself. This is the story of the siege of Yingyang in 205 BC. The famous Han Dynasty general, Zhou Kai, was trapped inside the city, besieged by the overwhelming forces of Xiang Yu. Supplies were dwindling, morale was at rock bottom, and defeat seemed inevitable. Zhou Kai knew he had to break out, but Xiang Yu's army was a formidable wall of steel, so he devised a cunning plan. He found a soldier who bore a striking resemblance to the king of Han, Liu Bang, and dressed him in the king's royal attire. The plan was to send this look-alike out with 2,000 women disguised as armored soldiers, creating a massive diversion. Under the cover of this chaos, the real Liu Bang, or so Zhou Kai hoped, could escape through another gate. The king of Han and his female army charged out of the east gate, shouting and causing a massive commotion. Just as planned, Xiang Yu's forces swarmed towards them, completely distracted. The east gate was a whirlwind of chaos. This was the moment. The real breakout had to happen now. On the other side of the city, at the west gate, stood our man, Feng Shan. He was just a regular guard, probably expecting another quiet, uneventful day. But today was different. He saw General Zhou Kai and another noble, Kong, rushing towards him, leading a small, desperate group of soldiers. This was the real escape party. Feng Shan's orders were simple: open the gate and let them through. But as he swung the heavy gates open, he saw it. The dust, the banners, the endless sea of enemy soldiers. The diversion hadn't worked perfectly. A huge detachment from Xiang Yu's army was thundering towards his gate, ready to crush the escaping forces and storm the city. In that heart-stopping moment, Feng Shan faced a choice. He could let his general pass and flee for his own life, leaving the gate wide open for the enemy to pour in. Or he could stand his ground. He chose to stand. As Zhou Kai and his men galloped out, Feng Shan didn't run. He didn't waver. He stood alone in the gateway, a lone figure against an oncoming tide of thousands. He became a one-man wall. With every ounce of his strength, he began to push the massive wooden gates closed. The enemy was almost upon him, arrows likely raining down, the ground shaking with the thunder of hooves. Yet he pushed. He strained, his muscles screaming as he single-handedly barred the gate, securing it just as the enemy vanguard crashed against it. He had sealed the path, buying precious, life-saving seconds for his general. Because of Feng Shan's incredible bravery, Zhou Kai and his men managed to escape the closing trap. Sadly, the decoy king of Han and General Zhou Kai's brother, who led the diversion, were captured and met a grim fate. The city of Yingyang eventually fell. But the story of Feng Shan, the gatekeeper who faced an army alone, was not forgotten. He wasn't a general or a nobleman. He was just an ordinary man who, when the moment came, showed extraordinary courage. He reminds us that heroes can be found in the most unexpected places, guarding the gates. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this piece of hidden history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of unsung heroes. We'll see you next time.